Good morning, YouTube. Sorry, it's your girl. That's right, it's your girl back. I don't have on my sling, but my arm is still hurting. Yes, welcome. Welcome to my channel, guys. I'm here in Ghana, Africa, and I am here currently on my homestead. I just came from traveling to China to source some materials for my house, my build, continuing construction. But I took a dent going to China. I did, honestly. I want to do a live. It's coming. It's just my shoulder has been keeping me back, guys. But I'm out here. It's overcast day. I like to be out in the cool. I can't do anything. I'm trying. I'm trying to do. But the last time I tried to go downstairs and I hurt myself even more. It hurts. So I did get my results. It's nothing like serious that I have to do surgery or anything. It's just, guys, sorry I got interrupted. It started to rain too. I got interrupted by a phone call, but I was telling you guys I got my results back. Those chickens over there are noisy. I don't never hear the ones up there. But these ones, I mean, not noisy where I could hear them and they're disturbing me, but I hear these ones all the time. They probably don't feed them right or something because I don't hear mine at all. They're good girls. They came out and was forging a little. I really need to get that run done, but I can't do it right now, one thing at a time. Don't stress myself. So I was telling you I got my result. There's nothing serious with my arm, but there's a few things, not just one. Tendonitis, calcified tendonitis, and bursitis, which I know I had bursitis many times in the shoulder, and degeneration, which is expected when you start, and when I've been doing a lot. So look at that bird. Look, it always comes every morning. It is like so pretty. Look at it. It's so cute. This is why I like to come out here in the mornings. It went away. Some of the birds have gone away from my window. Some are still here. But like I was saying, it's nothing really serious. Bursitis, calcified tendonitis. That's what the report said. And degeneration. So I have to go to the orthopedic on Monday. Back to West Hills to that clinic. The clinic, I ran into one of my subscribers. That clinic is okay. You know, they have a specialist there on certain days. You know, I've seen the cardiologist there. I've seen that's the only other specialist. Now I'm going to see the orthopedic. So you can get some medical help here if you do need. The problem is when you're here and if there's an emergency, I'm not going to lie to you. Right now I don't have my car and I have to call a car to come and get me. So if I have an emergency, I have to wait for a car. I have to go look for a car, you know. So that's the whole thing, to get to where you're going if you have an emergency. So think about that when you move in here, guys. There's a lot going on. You know, I've been not really paying attention to YouTube much, but there's people leaving Ghana. People are coming to Ghana. This is my little chat for the day. I want to go downstairs because there's a lot of weeds. I haven't been here to be on top of Ima or Baini when they was here to do stuff. They did take good care of the chickens and everything else. But to get things done, you have to be telling them. You have to micromanage. I'm going to be honest with you. When you hiring people here, they expect you to micromanage. I used to wonder why they have to stand over these workers and like with a whip, you know, that kind of mentality, like, oh, stand over them and watch. I see why. If you don't stand over them, you ain't gonna get it done right. You ain't gonna get it done the way you want it. It ain't gonna be done in a timely manner. Even though they're good workers and hard workers, don't come after me. I'm telling you. What I observed since I'm here, I'm not saying everybody's like that. Oh, this is the way it is. I'm just saying this is what I observed. You know, I used to wonder why they micromanage, why they over people and watching them all the time. And I could see, because when you turn your back, then it's not going to get done. even though they work and they're not going to do it to the best of their ability. Let's put it that way. You guys understand me? Every minute I have to say the same thing. Pick up. They don't like to pick up behind themselves. Their tools are all over the place. So stuff like that. I'm starting to, have a bunch of weeds. These things are not getting as much water. We didn't had any big downpours recently. Just that little drizzle right now. In the last couple of days since I've been here, having rain, the sun was up. So I have to go down there and make sure things are getting water. And I can't do anything because if I try, I get set back. So what happens is, let me turn the camera around. I don't know if any of you ever had an injury or any like joint dislocation or anything, but mostly during the morning times and during the day you feel good, right? You feel a little better. But that inflammation, something about the evening when the sun goes down here, and maybe because I'm not taking the pain medicine, I'm taking like ibuprofen, nothing strong or anything, but I can't take too much of that. So I try to just only take it twice a day. And when that wear off and 4 o'clock hits, 4 o'clock, the pain starts. And that's what happened that day when I went down there. I want to go down there and show Ima what I want done. But that time of the day when he gets home and the sun is down, that's when I'm in the most pain. And I don't want to keep aggravating, trying to do things, you know what I mean? For what? So I can't do it. I put on my little garden dress to go down there, but I'm not making it. I don't think. I'm going to see if I could get some water into some of these plants. I do have to plant some of these seedlings. So this is what I have here. See, I can't even stretch too well. I have to be careful. These are the rubber that I had made, cut and ready. Ima planted some trees here to see if they're gonna grow. This is the corn. Finally done with the corn. This is how much corn I got from my... Guys, this is my harvest. This is the harvest that I got. But they're mixed. They're white and yellow corn mix. I don't know if I'm taking them to the mill so my chicken could have some feed. I have a half a bucket of corn. I know I do have to replant. So that's my harvest, guys. And these here the soil that I made with Biney when he was here, the cotton mix. Sorry guys. So I'm going to make some bags for my seedlings because they're getting big. I really want to put them in the ground. And then I got some more tomatoes. There's so much tomatoes on those trees. And I didn't have anything to pluck them. I couldn't really pluck them, and Ima didn't pluck them last night, so I have to go down there to harvest some tomatoes. And I'm gathering seeds. Guys. Gathering seeds from my tomatoes and my lettuce so I could replant. And I already have my seedlings for my peppers. I have to go down there and gather some okra. That's what I'm doing this morning. So let me go down there and gather some okra and maybe gather some more get some more tomatoes. So stay tuned, okay guys. I came down here to actually, it's rainy. I need to put that probably down, but it's wet. I think I better go back upstairs. I was going to harvest these okra, but it's wet and rainy out here. Better get inside. I'll come out here when it's not drizzling. It's drizzling. See, got the wetness on the leaves. It's a light drizzle. I want to pick those okra, but I want to look at these peppers too that we planted the other day. They're looking good. I have to put some manure on them. I don't think he put manure. So guys, I think the critters that are eating my cabbage is ladybugs. These things, because this is the only thing I see on them, and I've been looking to see what eating them, and they continue to eat my cabbage. And now I really have to find a way to stop these things from eating all my cabbage. I have so much cabbage and they're being eaten. So I have a big haul of tomatoes. I picked them before they're like completely ripe so they could last in the house before we eat. And then I have to try. I think I'm going to let these dry some more so I could get some seeds from these flowers here. And I have the gloves on. So I looked at these seeds. They need to dry some more so I could take them off and make some seeds. I don't know if I pick the whole thing. If I let it dry, I can take the seeds. Anybody down in the comments, let me know, how do I like harvest these seeds for my lettuce. Good morning guys, it's another morning. Look at these chicks. Oh, you guys missed it. They were just out here running around. Every morning Ima goes in to feed them. They come out and pick on the grass and do a little excursion. Look at them. They just they're liking the grass, but I can't let them out too often like that because the wings are not clipped and I don't have an enclosure. I need to enclose them, and right now I can't do it. I have to wait. So until I replenish some funds, since I did so much spending in China and stuff, I have to wait. You know how it is. I'm going to have to receive my shipment and all that, so it costs money coming in this port in Ghana. Everything costs money. Nothing is for free. Nothing is for free in Ghana, guys. If you think it easy, come in here and everything is cheap. What is cheap is the food and like rent and stuff like that, but everything else costs money. To build costs money. Blocks cost money. Transportation is one of the biggest costs. I'm being for real here, I'm telling you. Okay, now he's chasing them back in from the morning excursion. You see, they know the routine now. So that's the morning routine. We let them out for a little bit and then they go back in. Not too long, but if we could let them out longer, then we could let them feed on the worms and stuff outside and give them some little exercise so we could have some eggs soon. That's right, eggs soon. Well, in a few weeks, more weeks. These chickens take longer, but they're so hardy and disease resistant and good yard birds. But they're not yard birds, but they're hardy. They're resistant. I don't know what else to say, but they could handle the outdoors. That's what they're bred for, from what I understand. So I need to go and pick my okra. I didn't do it yesterday, and I didn't do the bagging of my, I'm trying to rest this arm, and it's not working. It's not working, guys. I need cortisone until I see the orthopedic on Monday. I need cortisone shot in my shoulder, and they give me a cortisone shot with low what do you call it, low milligrams, and that didn't work. They give me not a IV cortisone, and that ain't gonna work. You need a cortisone in the shoulder. Yes, especially with the calcified tendonitis, because there's calcium built up around the tendon, and that is what's painful, guys. I know that's painful. I've had bursitis before, and the pain is not like this. Every time the pain meds wear off, it's like stabbing, shooting, throbbing pain, guys. Okay, I'm telling you, the pain ain't easy. And I try not to let the pain med wear off, but still, when that time come in the evening, I can't be taking all this ibuprofen either because my stomach. I need that cortisone. So Monday, hopefully, I'll see if I could get a cortisone injection in my shoulder so I could get back to my garden. Hello guys, I'm back. It's another day. Of course, I didn't finish vlogging yesterday because when I'm in pain, I have to stay on top of this pain medicine in order for me to, get anything done. I can't do much with one hand. I'm still nursing pain. I have to go back to the orthopedic doctor on Monday, so that's when I'll probably get some type of cortisone shot in this shoulder. And things are getting behind on my little compound here. Not really behind because Ima is doing his best. He feeds the chickens and stuff, but he'll be out of school next week. So, and then by then next week I'm planning to have Ade come back and help with doing planting these seedlings, because I need to get seedlings in the ground. I need to get my peppers going. My tomatoes, I have to reseed some tomatoes. That's what I was supposed to do yesterday, start getting some seeds from those tomatoes, drying them out. And look at my tomatoes. They loaded with more tomatoes I could see. I picked some yesterday. That's one thing I did yesterday, was pick some tomatoes. But look at from here. You could see the red tomatoes are still getting ripe. I had so much tomatoes, guys. The trees doesn't look healthy, but they produce so much tomatoes. They did this last year, but I got so much more tomatoes than last year. Maybe because I had them so close together. It seems like it's way more. But I had to, they died out after they produce. The same thing happened last year. They don't stay long. I don't think they're like annuals or something. That doesn't long. I know I have tomatoes that keeps growing, but these ones die out. The lettuce, I have to go down there and cut the lettuce. I did not cut them because I want to give them to, I want to cut the flowers off and get the seeds and then give them to my chickens. The chickens, my girls, my ladies, has been coming out the pen, and just for a couple minutes, like a minute or so, they're getting used to coming out and eating a little grass in the morning. I want to get the chicken run where they could actually come out, but right now I have no construction, nothing going on here. I have to sit down with Super Shadi and see how we could get them to come get the it depends on the cost, because I'm still waiting on, I don't know if you guys could hear me. I think my hand was covering the mic. But what I'm saying is, I'm going to repeat myself because I think my hand was covering the mic. The girls is doing well. They're coming out and eating some of the grass and stuff in the morning, but that's just for a minute or so because I don't want them to start flying away or getting attacked and I'm losing birds. So I need to think about getting the chicken run where they could come out and forage food, because they love to forage. This is the type of chickens they are, and it would cut down on feed. They're getting so big. And that's the thing about these chickens, this breed of chicken, they could get big fast and you could sell them for meat, or you could wait for them to start laying. So the chicken run, I haven't really put any emphasis on it yet, because I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with my stuff from China and how much the price. And you know, I'm on a budget. I'm limited right now. Uh, how I'm going to finish my bill. So I'm thinking I should have some guys come back, but I really don't want no construction going on right now. I'm just needing to wait on the construction, but I'm thinking about this chicken coop. So me and Super Shadi needs to sit down and think on the next move. But like I said, I'm waiting on my shoulder to feel better, and I'm waiting on my shipping costs and stuff from China. I'm on a budget, guys. Yep. Everybody think I have all this money, but I don't have all this money. I have to do things kakra, kakra, small, small. I am going to have someone come and help Ima because I can't help him, and I need him to do it the way I need him to do it. And this other young man, he's young. He's a little older than Ima. He's not in school, but you see, he used to work up at the poultry farm. So you see all those peppers the poultry farmers planted. He is used to planting peppers and carrots, and he's the one that did my bed down there, my little nursery, and then he left. So he has more experience with nursing the plants and planting. So he's not having a job now, and he's such a nice young man. He's no longer working up there at the poultry farm. So I'm going to have him come and help Ima, probably just temporary, because I don't have the funds to keep hiring people, you know, at this moment. So I'm going to probably have him come once in a while and help Ima, so we could get this garden going, because I can't do it with this pain in my shoulder. I'm trying to rest this shoulder so I could heal completely. So that's where I'm at with the gardening and my compound and with my bill. This stuff needs to come down. So Super Shadi's out here somewhere walking. When he gets back, me and him needs to sit down and discuss the next step with if the carpenter should come and take this stuff down, and he needs to come and build lay-in boxes, and we need to discuss if he's going to do the chicken run. So that's the next thing we need to have a discussion. But I'm trying to wait on my shoulder, guys, to heal, because this ain't no joke. So anyway, I have to go down there and check on my plantains. They are getting so big. We are going to eat plantains today, but I can't wait to have my own plantains. And for these ones, you see, all these trees are going to eventually be bearing plantains. So Ima planted, he removed some of the small suckers from another tree and planted like 3 more down there. I don't want him to plant too much planting trees, and then I don't have room for my bedding. Another thing I need Ade to come and do is the maize. Guys, you see how much maize I got? Those little maize that I planted the last time. Look at this. I have like a quarter of a bucket, almost half a bucket. Half of this big bucket. My goal is to fill this bucket, okay? Because if I could fill that bucket, I could have feed. Supplemental, you know, for my chickens. I mean, it's not full feed, but, you know, it would help reduce the cost of feeding the chickens. And I could also have stuff for banku. I don't know how to make it, but banku flour or whatever, maize flour, so they could make banku. So that cut down the cost of food. That's the purpose of growing your own food, right? So I need to get this garden back up to par and producing more maize. They harvest the maize there, and it's like degrading. It's good for the soil, putting the nutrients back in the soil. So people think, oh, it's not clean. And some people telling me I need to weed. I don't want mud. That's why I have my garden like this. When I do a bed or planting, I would keep it weeded. But my compound, I want it to look like I have grass. Okay, I don't want to be stepping out of my compound. That's what happens with the dirt here, the clay. See all this dust? It blows right back into your house. You have a dusty, musty house because of the dirt. You know, I don't know why they don't never plant grass and keep the grass down to keep that dirt and the mud down. If they have more grass, then there wouldn't be so much dust. So that's what I'm trying to do, even though around here is still not done. And I still have piles of dirt because I'm still under construction. But those areas that don't have any construction going on, I don't want dirt. I just don't want dirt. I just don't want that dust all over. So that's my logic. If somebody else have a different theory, that's my theory. That's my opinion. So that's where I'm at, guys. Okay, so don't come after me. But when people say I need to weed, I keep it cut. The weed with the cutlass to keep it low. I have someone bringing me springs to see if I could fix the weed eater, and then we'll use the weed eater again, keep it low. The areas that I want weed, I would weed. But for right now, they did the maize, so down there looks messy because we just letting it degrade back into the soil. Keep the soil nice and fertile. Because we don't want to fertilize, right? Natural fertilization, because plants survive in the wild without you adding anything to it. So let God do his stuff. So anyway, today, all my chatting. I feel like I've been talking forever, right? Yesterday I brought the soil up. No, this is the corn. This is the soil. I know this is painful, guys. My arm is still painful. I'm going to make... Sorry for the dirty bucket, but that's the bucket that was in the construction. And that's just how it is. Everything got cemented. So, I have one hand, guys, so bear with me. I'm going to fill these today, so I could plant some stuff. And I have those bigger trees that is outgrowing some of the plastic bags that I need to transplant. So I'm going to do some transplanting. So stay tuned. Guys, I was trying to cut this bottle so I could plant a bigger tree in this one. And every time I try to come out here and do anything, it irritates my shoulder. And I have to stop. So it's telling me not to do anything, rest my shoulder, so I'm going back inside. So I'll probably come back tomorrow and bring you guys an update. Today is a sunny day. Yes, outside is windy and nice, but I can't do much. I just, my shoulder feels good during the day when I take medication, but it's not 100%. So I can't do anything. But these plants has to go in the ground. They look like they're stretching towards the light. And these one ain't moving, so these needs to get out of this container. I don't know why these ain't like budging. Maybe it's the light also. And these one looking like they need to be transplanted. And these are the Allegheny green. Finally got their leaves. They're looking nice. Nice. Allegheny green plants. So let me go back inside. This guy, he is cleaning and weeding. Finally, these. Remember, I've been walking the other day and I've been showing you guys the pineapples. The pineapples are being weeded, and he's doing a good job because they are all bushy like this. And now look up there. Now he's sharpening his machete, his cutlass, on a piece of stone. Only him alone. You see, sometimes he has like two people out there doing it. This guy has been doing it by himself, pulling up all these big grasses. I've seen him pull them up, and these weeds by himself. But they have a lot of pineapples again. The big ones from here are gone, but they still have some pineapples here. So guys, stay tuned, okay? Guys, we're cooking, but we're not doing a cooking video. I'm just showing you. I am going to collect some of these seeds from my tomatoes. We cooking with the tomatoes that from my garden. I have so much, and I have to go get some more today. So I'm going to cook with a couple of these tomatoes, but I need to collect some more seeds. They're very fast growing tomatoes, so the plant, as you could see how fast I got my tomatoes. So I'm just going to replant. They had blight, tomato blight. I have to find a way to treat and plant them in a different area so they don't have blight again, because last year it was the same thing. But this year I got more, but it was crowded, so next time we have to plant them a little more spaced. So I need seeds, these local tomato seeds. This is how I got these tomatoes. Last time I collected the seeds, and this is what I got, fruits. These are garden eggs. The garden egg seeds that I tried to start did not work, so I'm probably going to try and collect some of these garden egg seeds today and try them again. So let's see. We're making apicier, so we're making plantain. And these are the garden eggs that we're going to use, and I'm cutting up some tomatoes to have fresh tomatoes instead of tomato paste. All right, see you guys soon. Guys, these are my tomatoes. These are my garden eggs that I'm collecting seeds. I collected some seeds from these tomatoes. I got a few seeds. I washed them. I knocked the tomato sauce off of them and strained it. And I'm washing it again, but I'm going to add a little salt in chili for any bacteria or fungus that is in there. Salt takes care of a lot of bacteria. And then after I dry them and before I plant them again, I have to wash them with some salt or vinegar or something to kill the bacteria. Guys, I'm just going to sprinkle a little vinegar in here. I just want to wash them so the bacteria, and a little salt. Let me put it in here because I'm putting the rest of this in here. And I'm going to shake it up in here and strain it one more time. Let it sit for a while in this salt and vinegar to kill the bacteria. Taking them in this antifungal, antibacterial mix, strain it, get some of that juice off, and any fungus or anything that was on the plant. And I'll do this again before I plant them because they are the plant is getting blight, the tomato tree. So let's see if we could get rid of the blight from around the plants. So these are the garden eggs. I'm going to let these dry out a little bit. These seeds are hard to collect because they're so tiny. Maybe tomorrow I'll take them out the harder outer shell, and then the little pieces on the inside. The last set I collected, I tried to germinate and I don't know what happened, so I'm trying again.